everybody, it's me, EmiLightning, back from the holiday hiatus that lasted much longer than the holidays actually did. My microphone is down here. This is a different setup, which you guys are used to by now. We are recording at my friend Caitlin.
Hi.
This is she. She's going to be joining us for the video today, for once, and I don't know why I haven't had her on the channel before, but anyway, this is her apartment. This is her room.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. My apartment doesn't look any better.
Oh, there is a cat in here.
There's a cat.
If she knocks over anything, she is a menace to herself and to society, and I apologize in advance.
Anyway, explanation for why I was gone for so long. Holidays was one. That only lasted 2 weeks, Emmy. Well, aside from that, work has been crazy because pre-holiday work was busy, and then post-holiday work has been me just scheduled for an ungodly amount of double shifts, and we finally got that sorted out, so I've been so tired. What are we doing today?
What are we doing today?
What are we doing today? Pre-warning, don't do this if you're underage, or if you do, don't put it on the internet. Today, we will be playing EmiLightning's great American international drinking game for the ages, for all PSA enthusiasts. There's gonna be I'm sure there's gonna be glitter and frogs jumping across the screen. I have compiled a list of rules, which I will read off for you in a minute, which will be shown across the screen, like so. And we will be viewing, possibly for the first time for her, for most of them. Probably not for the first time for me, for most of these.
I mean, I've seen quite a few, mostly because I watch her. But I'm not as well learned PA connoisseur as
PSA.
Did I say what I said?
You said PA.
PSA.
So yeah, we have a playlist pulled up of I think 420 something various scary PSAs. And so I've made a list of general PSA tropes, and I will be drinking whatever this is. What is this?
It's lime margarita?
Rancho Gloria ready to drink margarita mixed with ginger ale because responsible. She will be drinking just ginger ale.
Yes, I had an injury because I'm stupid.
No,
and
you're not
lactose
stupid.
intolerant.
That's not stupid.
I can't drink alcohol right now. So in the spirit of things, I will be drinking just the ginger ale from my cup.
And that is okay because we are being responsible. We are not drinking and driving, obviously, because I don't drive. Hopefully this works. This is a new experiment. I have never done this before, and I don't know if these things will come up as often as I think they do. But we'll see. That's what editing's for, guys. As you can see on the screen right now, our PSA drinking game rules are: we take one drink whenever weed is evil and bad.
There's a car crash.
Someone is disfigured.
Adults are utterly useless.
2 drinks if a kid dies because of adult uselessness.
There's an ominous metaphor instead of an actual graphic content.
Which you guys know that Partnership for a Drug-Free America loves doing. Every time a guilt trip ensues.
And every time there's an 80s or 90s drug PSA.
Which we all know that's my favorite kind of PSA, so hopefully they'll pop up more often than not. And as a bonus rules, you will finish your drink, if you want to play along, you will finish your drink whenever an entire family or friend group is killed, usually in a car crash.
There's a twist ending.
There's a snarky tagline along the lines of, if you drink and drive, you're a bloody idiot, or whatever.
And lastly, real life stories or people are featured.
Like with those tips from former smokers ads, if you guys know those. And yeah. Okay, so we will pull up the random number generator. Our first number on this playlist, we are going to watch number 91.
Woo!
Okay, let's see what number 91 is. So I have seen this one before. She has not. It's sort of vintage. It's and it was rated U by the BBFC, which means it's suitable for children 4 years and younger. So that just shows you what their judgment is like. Here we go. And if the microphone picks it up, I'm very sorry. I'm not a professional.
Somewhere in this vast place, there's a small group of islands known as the Faroe Islands. No one knows why, but once a year, large groups of pilot whales return here. the islanders look forward to their visit each year and prepare a special homecoming for them. First of all, they herd the whales into the harbor. Then they harpoon them. And then cut them up with hunting knives while they're still alive.
And I know 4-year-old me would have loved
The
them.
noise you can hear is the whale screaming as it experiences this
That's scary.
horrific death. The more the whale scream, the more the crowd seem to enjoy it. Meat is then distributed to the crowd, and once their freezers are crammed full, the rest is left on the beach to rot.
Oh.
And that, of course, was from the Whale and Dolphin Conservation Society. None of the PSA rules applied to that one, I don't think.
But it was sad.
It was a well-known one. What did you think of that one?
Very effective. Back in middle school, I did a project that actually we used some of the Whale and Dolphin Conservation Society as our research.
Oh, okay.
But I never saw that before.
That's probably a good thing.
It's it's animated. That's
Yeah.
the only reason I can see why
It would be
It would
rated
be-
U.
Yeah, because like 4-year-olds and younger don't care about whaling. I mean, all they saw were just animals in pain, which, you know, like, we're empathetic creatures for
Yeah.
the most part, so I
Yeah.
feel like we wouldn't want to see animals in pain.
Probably not.
But they don't know what whaling is. I mean, it was effective.
Yeah.
It was effective.
That's
I was
all we
already anti-whaling, but now I'm, you know, that much more.
can- Yeah. Alright, I'm not sure which one this is. Oh, yes, I do. I do know this one.
Batman?
Yeah. There he go.
Oh, wow.
Here he come. There he go.
He's good with the ladies. Parkour!
This, ironically, is actually a... There you go.
Too much alcohol makes you feel invincible when you're most vulnerable.
Oh.
Yeah. And that's why you don't play PSA drinking games, guys. What are you thinking? What are you doing? What are you doing out there? I really like that one.
I do. Why? If. Okay. I understand the message, but
Yeah.
now I'm thinking, would I be a parkour god if I got drunk and chased after balloons?
You certainly will think you are. You know, sometimes it's like a mind over matter thing. Like, if you believe, then you will be.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Think
But
smart.
very abrupt.
Yeah, I love it.
It just. It's like, oh wow, so funny, so cool, Batman parkour, and then he's dead,
Yeah,
and it's just sudden. and
Batman
it's-
died, guys.
It's quick.
Yeah,
Spoiler alert: Batman dies.
Batman dies in Endgame.
I call that pretty effective.
Yeah.
It's jarring. You know?
Yeah, I love jarring.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, no, I don't think there was any, well, someone died, but I don't think that was a rule. Someone who's disfigured, I mean, he died.
He died. That might.
You know what I'm
that's
gonna do
random.
instead, guys? I'm gonna hit shuffle on the playlist.
I am the spirit of dark and lonely water,
Guys,
ready
it's a
to trap
classic.
the unwary, the show-off,
I can
the fool.
actually recite
And
this
this is
one
the
like
kind
line
of
for
place
line,
you'd
but I'm not
expect to
going
find me. But no one expects to find me here. It seems too ordinary. But that pool is deep. The boy is showing off.
This is from the 70s from England, and it
The bank is
is,
slippery.
It seems familiar.
it was like number 5 or 6 on my most effective
The show-offs are easy. But the unwary ones are easier still. This branch
I'm going
will
to
weep.
count this one actually
Rocky.
as...
It'll never take his
Technically,
way.
it's a child safety act. I'm going to go ahead, just so we can get this thing moving
Only a
along.
fool would
I'm going to
ignore
go ahead
this.
and count it as an adult
But there's one born every minute.
fatally useless ad.
Under the water there are traps. Old cars, bedsteads, weeds, hidden depths. It's the perfect place for an accident.
Oh, look, there's someone in the water. Quick, use that big stick to get him out.
Sensible children. I have no power over them.
Oh, mate, that's a stupid place to swim. Hey, go over and get that thing to wrap him in. You don't have to feel cold, mate. How long was you in there? Ew, what thing?
If it's cold enough that they're wearing jackets, I like how this one kid
I'll
is just
be
in his like
back.
Speedo, and these other kids are like all wrapped up in their hoodies.
Yeah.
Kids were dumb.
Kids are dumb.
Okay. So what did you think of Dark and Lonely Waters? That is an absolute classic.
I liked it.
Yeah?
I liked it. I thought it was just the right amount of creepy and
Yeah.
just the right amount of... It was... What's the word? 'Cause you know how kids are smart.
Kids were dumb.
Kids are dumb.
Yeah.
But sometimes you gotta whack them over the head, metaphorically, to, like,
That was
get
a
something.
really strong punch. I don't know if the mic picked that up, but that was a meaty, hefty punch.
Sorry.
No, it really made your point. Go on.
It's like, so I liked how, like, death, that was death. Yeah.
That was the spirit of
The
dark and lonely
spirit of
waters.
Dark and lonely waters.
Yeah.
How, like, whenever something bad happened, it was like, he was like, you know, foolish kids, and it's like, well, I don't want to be foolish, I want to be the sensible one, you know?
I am a sensible children.
So it's like, almost like reverse psychology.
In a way, it kind of was. Yeah, I never thought of it like that.
Okay.
All right, on to the next one. Here it comes. I think I know what this one is based on the title.
On the 3rd of March last year,
Never mind, I don't.
the Powell family were
I do
woken
know
by
this
their
one.
smoke alarm.
But it wasn't like that.
Mrs. Powell escaped with the baby. Her husband went to get their little girls. Finding their beds empty, he fought his way outside. The girls weren't there. He tried to return but was beaten back by flames. I found their bodies in the wardrobe, where they'd hidden.
How will you get out alive?
So yeah, that one is fairly well known, I think. It's from Fire Kills, which I did my review on already. We got a drink for... I don't know if that was actually a real life story, because they use, like, names, but I don't know if that was actually, like, a real life example. But adults were negligent. They didn't mean to be. They didn't know they were being, but they were. And it resulted in half a family dying. So...
Yeah.
So what did you think of that one? I think it's called I Found.
I think
Sad.
that one was the most hard hitting so far
Yeah.
for me, at least. Just because actually I remember having to watch like fire safety stuff in school, and maybe it was a PSA. I'm not sure. It was so long ago. It was like back in elementary school. But I remember that night I came home and I told my mom about it, and me, her, and my brother actually sat down and made like a fire escape.
Which one
thing.
was? What was it? Describe it. Maybe I'll know what it is.
It was a cartoon.
Oh, okay. Sure.
I just remember being worried and feeling like I needed to talk to my mom about it.
And that's what PSAs do. That's how you get into them. Some people, for them, that feeling is like the... Because for me, like, when I was, like, young and, like, in school and we had to watch, like, PSA stuff, I was always really interested in it. I was like, yes, let's do this. Which was very weird. But for me, it, like, kickstarted that feeling of, like, this is interesting.
Yeah, and, like, you know, they exist for a reason, and it's cool. Well, it's interesting to see different ways to get the message across.
Absolutely.
You know?
Yeah. Vibe checked by fire.
What?
I don't know.
All right. So we got this next one pulled up.
What is this one? I don't know.
What does a rat eat?
Oh, I feel like I've seen this one.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I remember being very uncomfortable.
Oh, no, not the rat. No, love is stored in the rat.
Crisp packet.
Oh, crisp packets. Sweet wrappers. Oh, this is an anti-litter one. That's
Yeah.
right.
Rats spread disease. And the more
No,
litter
humans spread disease. Rats are
more
just living
rats
their
there'll be.
lives.
Wait. I didn't hear what it said.
Oh, sorry. Well,
Um.
listen, I love rats personally, and if you've seen Ratatouille, okay, I have to dispute this one because Ratatouille proves to us that rats are clean and good. Rats are clean, aren't they? Aren't they like very clean animals?
No.
Not like wild rats, but like naturally, like smaller rats are. I don't think that was the point of it. Don't litter, guys. Don't litter, you scum.
Don't litter. Well, here's what I'm confused about. They were saying that like rats are a vector for like bad things and disease, which they are, like in the wild, because humans are gross and, you know, things culminate and rats eat it and then spread it. But they were dissecting a dead rat with litter and then talking about how that was
that's bad because disease, or it's
Because-
bad because rats, or it's bad because litter?
Are we supposed to
or-
feel bad for the rats? Because this narrator clearly did not like rats.
Like, the rat, I guess, died from, like, maybe eating too much litter?
Yeah, this is what I would call a...
Yeah.
and one of the
I think it's got a
least-
confused message, or a
Yes.
confused delivery.
Because I'm like, am I supposed to feel bad for the rat? Because I like rats.
I love rats.
I do. There aren't many animals I don't like.
This is
But
true.
like, the narrator didn't feel bad for the rat, but it was showing like a rat that died from
Well, he's a
eating
British
litter.
narrator. He doesn't feel bad for anybody.
Wow, cold.
Yeah. Sorry,
so,
British guys.
It was just giving me weird messages, and
Yeah.
now I'm so focused on trying to decipher what the heck the message was that I got lost in its original, you know, the original thing it was supposed to say about not littering. So,
Yeah.
and I'm not impressed.
Yeah. Quick intermission, guys. I don't know if I've shown you, but I got a tattoo.
It's a very nice.
It's almost like 2 weeks old. I don't know if it focused on it. I'll be like a beauty vlogger. Here's my tattoo. No, but it is it's a Sanders Sides tattoo. If you guys remember my Sanders Sides video, and yeah, it matches my necklace, and I love it very, very much. And now I want to get all the other logos tattooed. So that was a quick PSA about my life. How are you guys? Any new tattoos to tell me about? Let's continue.
I'm ready.
This is not the one.
My name is Mandy. I can sing and play
Ooh,
games.
it's creeping me out already.
Yeah.
Will you hug
Dolls?
me?
No. Oh, no, I won't hug her.
You can tell me all your secrets. My best friend Ellie tells me hers. Her mummy comes into her room and punches her 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 and punches her.
Help us be there for children. Visit thereforthem.com.
NSPCC is one of the best organizations when it comes to like making like effective, hard-hitting, but also like respectful
Yeah.
PSAs.
Yeah, that's
or
just-
PIFs in their case. Hang on.
It just gives me chills.
Yeah,
I hate that one. I mean, I like
Yeah.
it because it does what it does. But
At first view, like a lot of the NSPCC ones are like, oh god, I feel like I shouldn't have watched that. I feel like not just like I feel uncomfortable. It makes you uncomfortable, like
yeah,
the right
'cause,
amount of
like,
uncomfortable.
It just makes me want to. Cause like I've never been a victim of like physical abuse or anything like that, but I
Yeah.
know people who have.
Yeah.
Like close family friends and stuff. So it just like, it's just. Ugh.
Yeah.
It's effective.
That's all you can say about that one, I think.
Yeah.
All right, here's a class. Speaking of classic fire safety PSAs that we were shown in school, I think I mentioned in my review that I was actually shown this one, I think in like 7th grade science class. Let's,
Oh, is this about lab safety?
It is not, but I don't know why we were shown it in that class specifically. I just can't shake the feeling that that's where I was shown it, but maybe not. Maybe it was a similar, anyway, here it is. You guys know this one.
I don't. So
If
let's-
your
You
chip pan catches fire, don't panic. Just follow these instructions. 1. Turn off the heat. 2. Run a cloth under a tap and wring it out. 3. Cover the pan and then wait until it's cooled right down.
Yeah.
Don't try and move the pan, and whatever you do, don't throw water over the fire.
That sticks with me like nobody's business. Like every...
The effects can be devastating.
Oh, is she scarred?
She's
Is
like
she a burn victim?
Yeah. Drink for someone being disfigured and for a real life victim.
So that's 2, isn't it?
Yeah. Man, okay. So yeah, that one is really effective because that one has stuck with me. I don't know why. Probably just because it's. Oh, we're talking again. Inaccurate information. Like they mean well, but they're giving us inaccurate information.
What was that? Just like a regular old stove fire?
It was a grease fire specifically.
Grease fire. See, I'm
Yeah.
not sure what to. I know there's like a
Because it was a
specific.
chip pan.
I know there's a specific kind of extinguisher you can use.
I did
for
not
it.
know that. Yeah,
But like without one, I don't know what you do. I had a roommate last year who just threw salt on everything. That was her solution to because she set
I
fires.
think maybe baking soda is something you can put on a like a fire to like smother it out. But
Maybe.
okay, we all know this one. This is like one of the most infamous scary PSAs of all time. There's no reason to watch it because none of the stuff applies. But I'm gonna play it anyway just because I like talking about it.
I know a place that's peaceful and quiet, a place where
I'm
animals
gonna need a
play.
drink just to get through this one.
It's called the forest, but every year we start forest fires. A careless match, a cigarette, and poof, fire. So the next time you're in the forest,
Friend Roger Rabbit.
be
I was
extra
watching it with my
careful.
Discord friends, and then at the end, I was like, wait, that's who that is?
If you knew it was me, would you have listened?
Fuck Smokey the Bear. Okay, that has ruined Smokey the Bear for me forever.
Oh man, no, I just feel bad. I just feel bad because the very first thing that hits my mind I know what that PSA is. I've seen it like 3 times.
Yeah, we've all,
But every time the first thing I go is, oh, she's pretty.
She is pretty. That's the point. Like, you're supposed to be distracted, like, oh, pretty lady.
I know, and like I'm listening, but I'm like, you realize that in trying to like be snarky, they were being snarky.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's a snarky tagline. And a twist ending.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh shit. But like in being snarky, it's entirely possible that people might have missed the message anyway.
Yeah, and being terrifying also, and making us lose our trust in Smokey. Like, it backfires. Anybody who sees that was made in, like, 1973, I think. Anybody who sees that now is never going to trust Smokey the Bear ever again. But also, like, we're scared of him, so, like, we feel like we have to obey him, because he's our overlord, and he'll rip the skin off your face. Oh, God. I don't like him.
Smokey the Bear has a wonderful message.
He does, but it's a little...
Forest fires are bad. Global warming is real. Australia's on fire, and California is about 50% of the year. So be careful with forest fires, but I agree. That was just unsettling, and...
I mean, I love it, but it's so fun to talk about that one, because, like, it's just... It jumps the shark. Jumps the bear, if you will. Excuse me. We come back from refilling our drinks. I don't know if y'all can see the cat. You're making me look stupid in front of the internet. All right. I am also sweaterless now because it is warm as balls in here.
Yeah. For some reason, whoever made these apartments, nice apartments, only complaint is that for some reason they don't have ceiling fans. So yeah. But, let's continue.
All right. Here we go. This is what I know. 40. Looped. I don't speak Dutch. I think maybe this is Dutch.
Year, 58%.
You're embarrassing yourself.
Interstice.
You're embarrassing us all.
I'm sorry.
But you see what's happening? It's missing letters.
Oh. What happened to his fingers?
Well, the ver works. I'm not even gonna try. So that tagline is a sassy tagline because it literally translates to, I think it translates to like, you are a cow when you play with fireworks, or you're an ass when you play with fireworks. Something like that. And there's like a series of those that all have that tagline. So obviously it's about like, don't fuck with fireworks or you lose your fingers.
Gotcha.
Oh, sassy and disfigurement.
Oh, wow.
See, that's the problem. Some of these are like double headers, and then we'll have like 3 in a row. I'm cutting so much of this out because a lot of these just don't have any. I'll probably keep a little bit of most of them in. I'm not sure how I'm gonna edit this video yet, but it will be
we will see.
This one.
Girl online is actually pretty easy.
Oh, I know this
you
one.
You can go into any chat room and just start talking. Most of the girls are usually so insecure and desperate for
attention from older guys is totally flattering. They're so much more mature and understanding than the guys my age.
Age actually works to my advantage.
Like 2004.
They like to brag to their friends that they're dating an older guy, so I just play along and pretend I'm really
interested in the same
but
things
I did review this one in my...
You can talk forever and really get to know someone without worrying about looks or whatever. That's the best thing about
chatting seems unthreatening to them, so they lower their guard. After a while, I start talking about how we're soulmates and how lucky we are to have found each other.
Other people don't understand. I know what I'm doing. If you really care about each other, there's nothing wrong with me.
Meeting them is the goal. Once I get them out of their house, well, that's when things get really interesting.
Online predators know what they're doing.
That's obviously like horrible and he should like die, but that close-up of his face, I kind of want it to become a meme. That's just like just him, just the square of his face, just like.
Oh
Yeah.
That was a very real one.
Yeah, I think the reason I said I liked that one was because it was like relatable and like it wasn't like patronizing or like jumping the shark like
It's
a lot
just
of
facts.
those do. Yeah.
It's like, this is what happens. This is unfortunately a somewhat regular event.
Yeah.
And you should know.
Yeah.
You should pay attention to it.
Okay, I don't know what this is.
Political discussion in America right now.
Someone is screen capturing this from dkitchen.com, I guess. What the fuck? Oh, okay. We'll just cut that open. I haven't seen this one. Someone's really excited about their Cheerios.
I'm suspicious as to where that milk's coming from.
I am too. That's why I'm saying someone's real excited about their Cheerios. I'm kidding. Oh, yum! My favorite breakfast.
Lead paint poisoning affects over 1 million children today.
Okay, but
Dust
why,
from
though?
lead-based paint could cause violent behavior.
Okay, but
if
how,
your home was
though?
built before
Violent
1978,
behavior, I don't
log
think
on to
that's
leadfreekids.org.
EPA, what are you doing?
Okay, but how? Okay, but tell
Are you
us
telling
how.
me
How that
there's
happens.
lead in our cereal?
Tell us how to prevent that. Alright, this one's a classic also. It's
something
it's
bad gonna happen to them.
It's a PSA, what do you think?
Oh, touche.
Yeah. It's George and Betty though.
Is Betty gonna have a heart attack?
That would be really unfortunate. They're lovely. That's lovely. Dude, I've been doing the Tinder thing lately, looking for a relationship that'll end up like this someday, and I mean, not like this exactly, but I don't know, it's just hard to find love.
Yeah.
George and Betty's night at romance. Things got a bit too hot to handle.
Did George and Betty die?
They did. They burned to death from their old electric blanket. I'd consider that a snarky tagline because the guy sounded like he was, he was like, oh, things got a bit too hot to handle. Yeah. I don't know why I decided to show that one. I thought, that's a good one.
Yeah, I don't know, it was kind of weird.
It was kind of weird.
Because he was snarky at the end, and you never saw them get into the bed.
Well, yeah, I think it was just implied. Because, like, he was setting up the electric blanket earlier.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, doo-doo-doo. And I guess because they're old, it's implied that their blanket was old. I don't know.
It was just strange. It was just a strange one. I enjoyed watching the happy old couple.
I did too.
Goals, aside from,
burning to death.
Burning to death in an old electric blanket.
Yeah. What even is like an electric blanket? Do they mean like a heating pad or like a?
It's just like a heated blanket.
Yeah, but like
you have to. Yeah, it runs on it's like my heating pad. Yeah.
That seems like a hyper specific thing to make a PSA about. Like, why not just like old electric appliances can kill?
Well, there's another reason why that one was kind of flawed.
Yeah.
Maybe electric blankets were more of a thing.
Oh, I'm sure they were. There's one old
back when like air conditioning wasn't that great.
Yeah, there's one like old PIF from like England that's about like the dangers of like putting a rug on a floor that's just been polished and like it being slippery, and I'm like, who needs that? Who needs this as a PSA in their life? Like,
just
we
stuff
know.
That hasn't been relevant.
We know. There's also one about the dangers of playing inside refrigerators. Just out of context. See, that sounds so stupid.
Goodness. Oh, I hate these.
Okay.
Well, no, I mean like they're effective.
I've never seen this one.
Get it together, little lungs. In a great big world.
Okay.
Have you seen the one where he's trying to blow out his birthday candles?
No.
And then look it up.
Okay.
I
guess we'll take a detour.
Little Lungs birthday candles.
Alright, we're just watching this one for fun because I haven't seen it.
The story of a pair of lungs that smoked as a teen and never grew to normal size.
My little lungs are gonna need a lot of air for this.
This stuff sounds like a phone.
I got this.
smoking as a teen can stunt your lungs.
Ow.
Keeping them
Better look next year, little lungs.
In a great big
Oh no. First of all, his family are assholes.
That's amazing.
Second of all, the animation style is creepy as frick.
He just like, bam, bam, double tap.
Second of all, he caught himself on fire.
And then he fell out a window, and then
he got stabbed.
Better luck next time.
The first time I saw that, I was so disturbed. I was so legitimately
Did you see it like on TV, like in a candid?
It was a Hulu ad.
Fucking real cost.
I was watching The Good Place, and I got this ad. And I was just like, why would you make me so upset while being like in the midst of watching one of my favorite shows?
Yeah.
Now it's funny, but the first time I saw it, I was legitimately disturbed.
Oh yeah, that's how PSAs work, you know.
Yeah.
Once you analyze them, you're like, oh, that's not so bad. But the first time, it's like, oof.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, my computer is running low on battery, so I think we're gonna call it for this this episode of PSA React. I still haven't thought of a better name for this series. PSA Peeps, whatever I called it last time. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this return of me. And this debut of Caitlin on the channel and the cat.
Yeah, yes. Yes! Don't know if you can see her. I
hope what I'm saying has been coherent because I've been drinking a little bit. Not too much because drink responsibly. Responsibly?
You said it right the first time.
Drink responsibly.
Yep.
And if you want us to do another one of these, please let me know. I'd be happy to do more of these. If you want to see her on the channel more, let me know, but she's gonna be on the channel more anyway, so, yeah. And I am sorry that I haven't been uploading, but, you know, once I see, like, a good, nice, positive response to this video, I'll be motivated to upload more, probably, maybe, hopefully. But, yeah, to round off this video, we're gonna have those frogs dancing across the screen again, along with our lovely subscribe. There he goes. And as always, link to my Ko-fi is in the description if you want to support the channel. If you like the video, give it a like, give me a subscribe if you want to make the subscribe happy. And I will see you guys next time.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah, stay healthy. Don't drink and drive. Stay in school.
Don't catch yourself on fire blowing out birthday candles.
Don't smoke. Basically, don't do anything ever. And have a good night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bye.